Have you ever wanted to learn a new language? I'm gonna guess you did because you clicked on this video, and otherwise I don't know why you would click on this video. But thanks for being here anyway. This is a game called Earthlingo, and this is a really cool way, I think, for people to learn vocabulary words for any language that they're interested in. So let's just start a new game so I can show you. See, so you can choose the language that you speak, and then you can choose the language that you're learning. So you can either learn English, French, German, or Japanese. Those are the 4 languages that are supported, and I'm using it for Japanese at the moment, which I think is really cool. But let's click French. Let's see how it goes. All right, we'll put it in save slot 4. All right, and then you go to the tutorial. Okay. I don't want to do the tutorial. I'll tell you what we're doing. So I'm gonna load my save 1. Okay, so there's a bunch of levels, as you can see. You start in the town, you go to home, and all these places have different vocabulary words. So I just accidentally clicked on home, so I guess this is where we're gonna start. So you load into a level like this, and you control this cute little alien guy. Use your mouse to control the camera. Use the arrow keys or WASD to control. You can jump and double jump with this little jetpack. And that's about it for the controls, honestly. It's about that simple. Hello, Mr. Grandpa. Now, if you're interested you can click on anything in this world to try and figure out what the word is in the language that you're learning. So, say I want to learn what basketball hoop is in Japanese, you just click on it.
バスケットボールフープ
That's it. It says it out loud so that you can hear it, and it spells it out. In Japanese, it'll have the hiragana or the katakana here, and the romaji here, so that you're able to know how to say it. So you can learn both ways. You can also change the options so that instead of the romaji, it shows kanji. If you're more advanced and you want to learn the kanji for things instead, you can do that. That's what I've been playing with most of the time, so let's just go back real quick. You click here, and kanji. There we go. Bam. So there we go. Say I want to learn what a flower is. It's hana. There we go. Here's the hiragana for hana. Here is the kanji for hana. As well, you can learn the adjectives. It's a yellow flower, and this is the word for yellow. Okay, so what's the point? Do you just click around and do all this garbage? No, you don't. Okay, so you see this plus sign? All right, let me click on something. What haven't I done yet? How about this sword? All right, there's a sword here. You click on the sword. Sword is Ken. All right, so you click the plus sign here. Bam. What does that do? Now let's go up to this test part up here. That adds Ken, or sword, to my list of words that I'm learning here. See that? I've got a bunch here. All right. Then you're able to test yourself with 2 different kinds of tests. So you can do the find test, which I'll show you. Let's just make it like a simple 4 words for a quick little example. Taiyo. All right. So earlier in the game, I went around and I clicked a bunch of words for myself to learn. Taiyo means sun, and it just so happens there's a model sun right here. So I'm going to click on that, and it gives me a little check mark, and it says I did it. Now it says for me to look for a kiwi. Just turns out that's a kiwi right here.
食べる
Taberu, it means to eat. So really I can just click on anything I can eat, like a banana. Oh, and I missed. Well, you know, don't worry about that. There we go. All right, so I did it. This is a little pie chart that shows you of all of the words in this home level. I haven't even added 247 of them. I've got 31 mastered. I've got 9 up to 4 points, 5 up to 2, 1 to 1, and 5 at 0 points. So what that basically means is if you go to the test, you have a fine score for when you do the fine test and a spell score for when you do the spell test. It just chooses the higher of the 2. So for grass, I have a 5 fine score and a 4 spell score. It'll just say I have a 5. But it's really cool. I really like the fine test and the spell test, as they're 2 different ways to learn the words. And if you do both, I think it's an incredibly strong way to force yourself to learn. So let's do a quick spell test now instead. So now taberu again is at the bottom, to eat. But now it's making me spell it instead. So I just spell it with my English keyboard. I just go, oop, click on there. Taberu, taberu. There you go, and I got it right. There you go. Now it wants me to spell curtains, so I spelled it wrong. So there you go. An X will come up. You won't get a point in your little test area. Diary is Nikki. Oopsie. I keep clicking off by accident. There we go. Toaster is to. There we go. I did it. I'm just spelling it with the Romaji, obviously. Not sure if the game will support if you just punch it in straight with Japanese if you have added the Japanese language to your computer, but I'm pretty sure it would. So yeah, that's the basic gist of the game right there. That's it. Like there's a million items here that you can click on. Fork and knife, and turkey. Actually, this is kitchen knife, I guess, but
Sara.
There you go. Sara is plate.
Table.
Table is table.
Hashiradoke.
Hashiradoke is grandfather clock. You know, you can go to another room, find out what Venus, and Earth, and Mars, and Jupiter are, and all the numbers.
Yurikago.
There's a crib. Graduation cap. Oh, you can just click on the wall too. Yeah.
Oba-san.
Oba-san means grandma. There you go. So it's a really cool way to learn. Eventually, once you are proficient with words, you'll master them and you'll be able to unlock more levels. So I don't have 50 words mastered yet, so I haven't unlocked work. But some of these levels look really cool. I'm really excited to get to like sport and see all this stuff. And Area 51, that's the goal right there. That's the end game. But I showed you a lot of that level, so let's show you town, because this one's quite a lot bigger. Quite a lot bigger. As you can see, this level is just huge, insane.
Bus.
And you can click on anything: bus,
Kuruma.
car, van.
Shichiya.
Shichiya is a pawn shop apparently.
Patoka.
Patoka. There you go. So if I want to add any of these things, I can't add because I've already added a lot of these things. But let's say Keisatsukan means police officer. He's just running around with his gun out, which I would say would be incredibly dangerous and stupid, except it's a water gun, so it's fine. It's fine. So I'll add this to my dictionary. Heck, let's go to the verb, because what police officers do is they help, right? So I can also add the word for help. There we go. Now it'll quiz me on that too. And then if I'm doing the find test, I just have to click on the police officer and it'll say that my answer is right. So let's test. Let's do a spell test for, just 5 words. Don't worry about it. Ocean, Kayu. I always click off. Kayu. There we go. Payphone. That's Koshu Denwa, like Koshu Denwa. I hope I spelled that right. There we go. And as you'll see, Donut Shop I haven't done too much, so it only blurs out, or it only shows one letter gone, one character. But a word that I'm more experienced with, like monument, will get rid of 2, and eventually it'll get rid of like all but one character or all the characters. So it does gradually get harder as you get better. Like gym, it's just 2, but it's got rid of all of it. It's just Gmut, easy peasy. There you go. And again, here's the pie chart for town. I've only mastered 5 words in town, and there's 177 undiscovered. I've got some that are pretty close to getting mastered though, so that's not bad. One thing I don't like about this level in particular is because it is so huge. Let's say we tried to do a find test. Danshi, that's actually lucky. That means young woman, so we're gonna go and click on the. Oh, I meant young man. You know, don't worry about me.
Koshu Denwa.
Koshu Denwa. So that means payphone. So the problem with such a huge level is that I have to find a payphone somewhere, and if your memory is as bad as mine, You, as well as I, will not know where the heck a payphone could be. I sure do not have any clue as to where a payphone could be. So yeah, this one level is like probably my least favorite level. All the other levels look smaller than this one, so it's not really a big deal, but yeah, I'm just running around looking for a payphone. Eventually I'm just gonna get bored and click on this instead and get it wrong. What's next?
ドーナツ屋
Donut shop. Where's donut shop? That should be much easier to find though. There it is. There's the donut shop way out in the distance.
ゴミ収集車
Gomi shusha. That's a garbage truck. Is there a garbage truck over here? There's one. Yeah.
博物館
It's a museum. Museum's over there. There we go. Still haven't mastered any more words. Come on. Yeah, I didn't know like any of these words before I started playing this game. If you don't like this viewpoint, you can also do first person view. You know, I think it looks pretty cool, but I do prefer the other one, and then you can click on stuff just the same.
小型トラックモール消防士
Yeah.
菓子屋スポーツ用
Candy
品
store,
店
sports store. Oh look, it's a Cybertruck. I forgot this was here. Ooh.
電気自動
Just
車
click on it and it just says electric car though, but yeah. So if you look at the options, it's pretty simple, right? You can turn on and off the music, you can report bugs, you can change your sensitivity at least. That's pretty nice. Your graphics settings, look at this beautiful menu. Free camera controls. You know, make the camera stick with the character or not, you know. That's about it. It's a simple game. It's a simple game, but it is free. It's not the prettiest, but I think it's cute at least. I don't hate the art style at all. And I think it's super useful. I think if you're learning French, German, or Japanese, this is a really cool way to learn more vocabulary words. And what interests me is the more vocabulary words you learn, the more you can pick up from other sources. You know, say you're watching a show in Spanish or German or Japanese. Once you know all the vocabulary words that people are talking about, you can pick up using context what the other words mean and search them up, and that will help you to further your knowledge even more. I think that is so cool. And this is like a really fun way to study. A really fun way to study. I think this could be really useful for a lot of people, and I kind of wish I knew this existed a while ago, so that's why I'm putting it on YouTube. I think people should know.
郵便
Like,
天窓
they've made like everything in these
Tenmado.
levels clickable almost.
切り株
Like this tree stump is a kirikabu. Like, and there's some fun stuff in here too. Like
ライ
this
トセーバー
is apparently a lightsaber. So you can learn what lightsaber is, or
Bowgun,
crossbow,
flare,
or
mizuzetto.
flare, or water gun. And obviously it has these translations for Spanish and German as well. They're still adding stuff to this game, like not super regularly, I don't think, but they're adding stuff, and I don't know. There's so many levels, and in each level there are so many vocabulary words that if you master all the words in this game, I can't imagine that your skills in the language of your choice will not rocket upwards. Seriously, there's so many vocabulary words that you wouldn't learn in like a normal high school class. I just think it would be super useful in your life. Look at this nice car that's out here. You can't click on this one for some reason. Look at that car. That's so much more detailed than every other car. Oh, I can jump out here? What the? Oh, I can't get any closer. I want to see that car. It looks so cool. But anyway, I'm gonna keep playing this game because I want to get better at Japanese.
ソーラーパネル
I could have guessed how to say solar panel, to be honest.
アンテナ
You know, but I think this is really cool, and I think the combination of spell and find I think is super useful. Like on this level,
遊び場
asobiba, you know, find the playground, and then you have to look
Kabe.
at the thing as you're saying it, as you're reading it. You go kabe, that means wall. There you go. So you're looking at a wall, you hear kabe, it makes an instant connection right there. Nagashidai. Oh, that's it. That's a sink. Yeah.
植物
Shokubutsu. That's a plant. I sure didn't know that before I was playing this game, but I do now.
オーブン
That one I knew. That's an oven.
草
So that's grass. Look at that. Is that
トー
easy?
スタ
Toaster? Bam, toaster. Like, it's so cool to just be able to click the thing that you're looking for and make that instant connection. The game says a word and you go, I know where that is. You walk to it, you look at it, you click on it. I think that's a really cool way of building memory in your brain and forcing you to make connections. I really do. And then maybe this way, maybe you don't learn how to spell it, you know? You just hear toaster and you're like, oh,
ー電
that's
子レン
that.
ジ
That's, oops, that's a,
トースタ
you know,
ー
you hear toaster and you're like, oh, that's a toaster.
電子
You know,
レンジ
you hear denshi renji, and you click microwave, but maybe you don't know how to spell it. So then you're like, you know what? Let's do some spell tests for a while. So here's candle. So then you have to, oopsie, you force yourself to learn both ways. If you only want to learn for speech, you probably don't really have to do the spell test. Oh goodness. Oh, it's okay. I see. I spelled it wrong. That's fine. But that's why you play the game, you know. How do you spell this? Ah. Shoot. Oh, it's not okay. It's not long. It's just. Good job, me. I'm embarrassing myself on YouTube. I should probably just stop the video now. You guys get the gist. So be. You guys get the gist for how this works. Now let's stop this test. Get out of here.
おじいさんおじいさん
You can learn a lot of words this way, and with all the levels, there are so many different vocabulary words. They encourage you to learn a lot of them because you have to master words before you can get to other levels. Yeah, I don't know. That's it for me. My name's Khanpeki. Thank you very much for watching.
ツリーハウス
Again, it's Earthlingo. It's on Steam. It's free. The developer just asks for Patreon on some pages, but like that's fine, you know. Support if you want. Support the developer. There it is. If it helped you, and if not, hey, it didn't hurt. It's cute. It doesn't hurt to play, and it's kind of fun, you know. I love flashcards as much as the next guy. I love flashcards as much as the next guy. I use them all the time. But this is a really cool way to make connections that I think is super useful and more fun. Like you can just have music going on in the background and you're blasting your music and having fun and clicking vocab words at the same time. That's so cool. Thanks for watching. Have a dandy day.